I'm very privileged and honored to have our next speaker to come on board. Now this guy, right, is so incredible. He's been doing this business since he was age 7. Six. So now without now let's give him a big hand, Mr. Gary Gan.
Everest. Is that Everest? Okay, since we are doing in Edging, it's Mount Fuji. Yeah? Okay, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all feeling now? Great, fantastic. Okay, I know it's after the lunch, and usually when I give a talk after the lunch, I tend to see some people opening their mouth very big because a lot of guests coming out. So what I'd like you all to do is to all stand up, please. Stand up, okay? For the ladies who are not comfortable to be touched or touch somebody, you may want to choose another lady partner. But if not, just firstly turn to your left. Just all turn to your left. Okay, turn to your left, your left, and then just give the person a very nice shoulder massage. Massage. Yeah. You can give Thai massage, China massage, Japanese massage. Okay, now turn around the other side. Remain standing. Okay, remain standing. Okay, now turn around. In front. Look in front. Lee, remain standing, Lee. I can see you. Okay. Now, what I like. Wow. Our friends so enjoying the massage. Can't stop already. Extra service. Okay. What I'd like you all to do now is to repeat after me. But I want you all to do it with all your heart and soul, from the bottom of your heart, and just like you release everything out when you say these few words with me, okay?
Yes.
Alright, so the first thing, and when you say it, I want you to raise your 2 hands this way, okay? Alright? Okay, the first thing is, I want you to say, I am very happy.
I am very happy.
I am very healthy.
I am very healthy.
I am very wealthy.
I am very wealthy.
And I am very successful.
I am very successful.
Give yourself a big round of applause. You may be seated. How you all feeling now? Better? Alright? Alright, yeah. There's a big reason why I asked you to do that. I'll share with you shortly. Okay? And trust me, things is going to be really, really different from now on. Okay? Are you ready to take that journey with me? Yes, okay. Alright.
Your brother, isn't it?
Does it look like my brother?
Twin brother.
Somebody once said when he saw my photo, he said, hey, Gary, why those days you look so fat? Okay. This photo was taken by a very professional German photographer. Okay, and
How much you pay?
it's free. That's a good thing, yeah. I used to be a publisher, so I published and printed some of his works. He's a very good, they call it ID photographer or something like that. Okay, so I was in the midst of publishing my book at that time, so he agreed to take a photo for me, and I've been using this photo ever since. And the reason why I use this photo is because a lot of people still think I'm 18 years old. Don't grow old, huh? Thanks to Kangen water. Okay, so a little bit about myself. For some of y'all who don't know me, my name is Gary. Firstly, before I start anything, I'd like to give my full gratitude and thanks to none other than God, okay, for giving me an abundance of blessing from day one I started the journey of my life. Okay, so I really like to thank God. Okay, and a little bit about myself. Some people say I started this thing since I was 7, 6. Actually, I started this way before that. I think even if I can remember, even I can't speak, I've been involved in some form of leadership, motivation, network marketing, direct selling, MLM industry. Okay, I've actually grown up in this type of family, and at the young age of something like 6 or 7, where a lot of my friends are busy. You know, those days they have this thing called arcade center. You know, video games and all that. When a lot of friends my age are in the arcade centers, I was in seminar rooms like this, either listening or even giving talks. And a lot of times, a lot of people like to hear me talk, you know, even at a very young age. Maybe for a certain reason, I'm being very blessed to be able to deliver a lot of messages to a lot of people, okay? And I find that Enagic is beautiful, the reason because it gives me that platform, all right? Although, yes, we are talking about good water, but we can also share a lot of good things to people. So, how many of y'all here actually grew up in a MLM family? Can I see a show of hands? Oh, you have one. That's great. Okay. Please be more interactive. If I know you are that person and you don't raise your hand, I'm going to ask you to come up here and give a talk for half an hour. Just joking. Okay, so none of y'all come from a MLM background. You're not born in that type of family. Secondly, how many of y'all grew up, how many of y'all graduated from a university called network marketing? Any network marketing university graduates here? Wow! We have one. Give him a big round of applause. Frankly speaking, I didn't even know there's a university called network marketing. But what I meant was like a real solid training about the science, the art, and full experience about network marketing, which I think he understood what I'm saying. Okay, the third thing is, how many of y'all, apart from Sam Sia? Sam Sia is not here. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. Apart from Sam, how many of y'all here are 6A2? Okay? None, huh? Okay, so I think you have to listen to me because I have all three of these. Okay, and the reason why I am where I am today, as I've been mentioning in most of my talks, some of y'all probably you have been like PS is not here, huh? Like PS just now mentioned. Some of y'all probably you have tried, or for certain reason you are not there yet, and sometimes you just wonder how come a guy like Gary is only in his 30s, but of course look like in his 20s, can achieve success so fast, and so much result seems to be coming. I would like to tell you all is this whole journey is not done in a day, okay? It's an accumulation of processes. And I'm very blessed to walk this journey. Met a lot of very, very good people that really helped me a lot, okay? And I'm where I am is through a journey, okay? And I would like to share this journey with y'all. And I just want to let y'all know I am no different from y'all. What you can be today could be what I achieved when I was 6 years old. It's just that I started my journey at the age 6. Can you see that? If you take your journey today, okay, even if it takes you 10 years, and after that you achieve your financial and health freedom, is it worth it?
Yes.
Okay, right? So what I'm trying to say is everything takes time. So you don't have to be envious of the guy standing up there. Wow, he makes 6A in 4 months. And now the whole his group is moving so fast. But you have to see what's being done before that. Alright? And a little bit about myself. So I've not just been very involved in the industry of network marketing. Just like some of you also, I was very disillusioned about network marketing because my earlier few companies that I tried, not only I lost a lot of money, I lost a lot of friends. Okay, I'm sure you know what I'm saying, you know. I'm going to say you crazy, ask me to sell a water machine. After it don't work, then my friend gone, you know. So I also do have that same phobia like y'all. Okay? And I was quite disillusioned with network marketing. I went into the conventional business. Why? Because I thought, okay, maybe I'm not made for network marketing, although I'm very good at talking and all that. So I went into conventional business. I went into printing and publishing. All right? But little did I know that it was from one boiling pot to another. From one boiling pot to a bigger boiling pot. Okay? I think at that point of time, it was when I met Jeffrey, right, Jeffrey?
Oh, yes.
You came to my publishing office, you remember?
Oh, yes.
A few years back. And I tell you, if you think network marketing is tough, if you think trying to sell or introduce the Kangen water to your people is tough, wait till you try conventional business. How many of you here are conventional business people? Yeah, I can see you. Okay. How many of y'all can safely say, I love my business, and if I got a chance to be reborn again in this world, I will do it again?
No.
His life is good, but he's not telling the truth because he has been complaining to me for the don't know how many times. No worries, Uncle Peter. Okay, what I'm trying to tell you is, I've been in two sides of the picture, okay? And I'm telling you, it's not fun to be there, especially when your father do not happen to be the late Tan Sri Lim Gotong, okay? And every single cent have to come out from you. You are not only the chairman and CEO, sorry, you are also the delivery boy, the production boy, and sometimes the toilet cleaner, okay? Debt collector also. And sometimes at the end of the day, everybody in the company is being paid except for you. Okay? So I've seen both sides of the coin. I'm very blessed. I've made the right decision for following my passion, following my heart. And of course, my journey in network marketing has been very, very, very successful ever since then. Enagic now has really, really opened my eyes, and I'm just enjoying every single second of my life. Seriously. And I would really, really honestly like to say this. If I am being reborn again into this world, I will still do Enagic. Okay. Now, do you all know that Enagic and Kangen water is the undervalued stock waiting to explode? How many of y'all agree with me of this statement that I put up here?
Yes.
How many of you all agree? Seriously, honestly, put your hands up now. If not, I'm going to call you up to speak for half an hour. See, nearly all of y'all, right? How many of y'all here today are shareholders of Facebook? Please hold your hands up. Facebook, shareholder, not account. I know everybody here got a Facebook account. I'm talking of shareholder like Vincent Tan. Through Facebook, he made 400 million. How many? No. Okay. How many of y'all were with Steve Jobs when he created iPad and iPhone? Nobody, huh? How many of y'all helped Uncle Lim Gotong to build the Genting Highlands? Jeffrey put up his hand, but he contributed to the casino. None of y'all were there. None of y'all make big things over there. Okay? But you are here. Give yourself a big round of applause. Look around you. Look at how many people is in the room today. Not even 100 people. Fantastic product. Let me show you why this is an undervalued stock. Why? 38 years of proven track record. Debt-free, multi-million-dollar company. Visionary and big-hearted founder. How many of y'all personally met Mr. Hironari Oshiro?
Yes.
How do you feel of this man?
Great man.
Great man, right? Amazing. Amazing products that everyone needs. Endorsements by world-renowned doctors and medical professionals. Thousands of testimonials. Global presence. Can you imagine if you are able to have a time machine and bring you back to the day when Okay.
Time machine.
Oh, that is not auto cleaning. That's not auto cleaning. Okay. Now, can you imagine if you have a time machine and you are able to go back to 1974 when Steve Jobs just started to introduce the Macintosh to the world? Can you imagine that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if today the guy that is speaking in front of you is not Gary Gan, although Gary Gan is more handsome than Steve Jobs. And the guy that is speaking in front of you here is none other than the late Steve Jobs. And here I'm telling you, hey, look, there is a big revolutionary thing that is going to change the whole world. Come with me. I will share with you this dream. How many of you here will be courageous enough to take the challenge and go with it? I only see Sam's hand. But you don't have to feel shy. You may not even put your hand. Why? Because if I'm Steve Jobs and I'm telling you this in 1975, you won't even believe me.
Yes.
Correct? Because there's nothing to be seen. And I'm going to tell you about vision shortly. There's nothing to be seen. You probably think, hey, this guy, hey, was it the last hospital you came out called Tanjong Rambutan? Am I right? Because you probably think is, but you know, because of the IT and internet technology, today, just one click of the button, you can see everything about Enagic, right? You know how big is Enagic, right? And for how many of y'all went with me to Okinawa and Osaka? And you saw how big is the office and the factory, right?
Yes.
You saw how big is the team and the infrastructure, right? So we know that this is huge. The only thing is, we are so happy, we are so blessed that in this room, only 50 over people, you know. If in this room, you got 5,000 people, I think I won't even call your name. Probably, where's Lee? Hey, hello. Lee. Am I right?
Yes.
So today, you are all the pioneers in Enagic Malaysia. Give yourself a big round of applause. And I'm going to guarantee you one thing. Okay? And I say this because not many people have heard of it. And I'm going to guarantee you one thing. Many years from today, when Enagic Malaysia's office is going to be so big and probably every town in Malaysia has a branch office, they will have something called the Hall of Fame of Enagic. My face will definitely be there, lah. But how many of y'all want to be up there also? It's your choice because look at yourself. Look around you. The market is still there for you. If today you want to join the big A company, I don't want to name the name. You think, what are your chances? You know what's the big A company?
Yes.
It starts with a A, ends with a Y. Just think it. What was the name of it? You call the person, hey, I got this fantastic product. Then you talk, at the end, you say, he asks you, hey, so tell me lah, you've been telling 1 hour already. What's the company's name? Oh, you also paiseh. Actually, the company's name is called A and ends with Y. Ayo, tell me earlier lah, wasted 1 hour of my time, I'm already a member lah. Please appreciate where you are now. This is big. This is going to be the next Facebook or even bigger. Okay? Tell me who don't drink water here. If you don't drink water, please don't talk to me.
No.
Something is wrong with you. Hey. Okay, give me a big round of applause. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because, yes, at this point of time, office is not here. Some people like to complain, you know. Some people say, Gary, no office, difficult to do. Why? Don't know whether the office will open or not. After the license don't come, how? Cannot pay credit card one, Huh? Cannot do split payment. Ayo, the machine so expensive.
No survey.
Okay, many, no survey. Jeffrey said no survey. Hey, but now got lah. Asato is here already. But when you imagine when Jeffrey and myself started, Jeffrey, where did we start? We don't even have an office. We started from the house, you know. Jeffrey's house turned into an overnight 24 hours water station.
Loose water from France.
And therefore, I want to share with you a very quick story. A story of 2 shoe salesmen in Africa. How many of you have heard of this story before? Okay, for those who have not heard it, I'm sure you will enjoy this story. One day, a very huge shoe company sent its two the best of the best salesmen to Africa. Why? Because they want to penetrate the market there. As the plane about to land in the airport of Nairobi, Africa, so the two salesmen all look very excitedly, all look at the window there, So one salesman saw, and he can't believe what he see, Then he said, he quickly called the moment the plane landed on the airport, he quickly ran, please let me know, where's the public phone? Where's the public phone? Because those days got no mobile phone. Okay, he said, there's a public phone there. He quickly take the phone. Boss, why did you send me to this place? Please book me the next air ticket back. Hey, the boss say, hey, what's wrong with you? I'm sending you there to open the market. Boss, here how to sell shoe. Nobody is wearing shoe lah, boss. Everybody is all barefooted lah. They are very comfortable wearing, going around, not wearing shoes ah. Oh, like that ah. Aiyo. Okay, I'll try to get you another flight back. The second salesman, hey, you finish using the phone booth? Okay, go. I want to use now. Hey, boss. Hey, you also want to come back ah? No, what crazy? I want to come back. Hey, boss, I'm going to stay here for the next 2 years, man. Hey, what's wrong with you? That guy say you want to go back now. You want to stay for 2 years? Why? Say, boss, this place is amazing. Nobody is wearing shoe. The whole market is for me. What's the difference between these two guys? Attitude. Okay, perception. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, can you say the first guy is wrong? No, he's right, 100%. In fact, I'll give him a trophy also for the first one to run back. The second guy, can you say he's right or wrong? No, he's also right. What I'm trying to say is how you look at it. And that leads me to this thing. Okay? What do you see here? You see a pot of gold. You see money dropping from the sky, Some people don't believe, Some people say, Gary, why you show all these superstitious or science fiction photo? I say, if you don't believe, you ask Jeffrey and see. Jeffrey sometimes eat nasi lemak, and then one phone call come, he makes 4,008. Give him a big round of applause. Eat nasi lemak only get 4,008. Where to find?
Next time,
okay. So my question to all of y'all here, okay, because today I'm not here to talk anything about product or specification or water quality. I'm specifically talking here about financial health. Are y'all interested?
Yes.
And how many of y'all would like to be a 6A making tons of money in Energic?
Yes.
See a show of hands. Yeah. Who has not raised their hand? I want to see because I want to ask you all to go out. Okay. Again, if you are not interested to make tons of money in Energic, something is wrong lah. Okay, because some people, maybe due to their upbringing, they have certain beliefs about money that they say, we cannot publicly show affection towards money. So I tell them, I said, never mind, it's okay. If you don't want, when you make your millions, just give it to me. Okay? You will make a lot of people happy when you have a lot of money. Am I right?
Yes.
I'm sure that a lot of people are happy having nice dinner. Okay? Every day, you ask my people, every day they are with me, every day is a celebration. Every day got somebody's birthday one, Peter, am I right? Beautiful, huh? Okay, the question here is, you see all this, then reality sets in. Okay, you hear Gary talking, you hear, wow, Gary making the tons of money, Gary flying to Paris, Gary is doing this, Gary is making 6-figure income a month, Gary is this, Gary opened another big market and the big market making him big money. And all this, right, nice things, right? Then the reality sets in and then you look at yourself, Ayo, how come I've been doing this business for already 1 year? Still nothing, one. Okay? So, sometimes there's a saying, they say, before you want to go anywhere, you must know where you are now. Am I right? So you call somebody up, you say, hey, I'm lost already lah. How do I get to your place? What is the first thing the person will ask you? Where are you now, right? Or know how? You say, I'm lost now, how do I get to your place? And then he tells you to go to his place from somewhere else, and you are in somewhere else. It can't work that way, right? So you need to know where you are now, and what you have not been doing, or what you have been doing it terbalik, wrong way. Okay? So, as I say again, in a way, I'm able to share these tips with you all is because at a very young age, I've walked the journey. I didn't take a helicopter there, you know. A lot of people thought that probably I'm probably a very top graduate. To tell you the truth, I passed Form 6. I graduated from the school of life. Okay? So, and some people thought that probably my father is some Dato or Tan Sri. Actually not true. If some of y'all know my parents, they are just very normal people. My mom is just an ex-secretary. My dad is a building supervisor. I start everything myself. Okay? But of course, they are very kind. They give me the support and the flexibility to do anything and everything I want. No hard and fast rule. So, the privilege that I got is I've walked the journey. I've dropped into holes. I've come up. I've met with really, really successful people. I've met with billionaires. And I have people who helped me a lot. And the other thing is I also would like to thank God once again because off and on, He does give me a lot of images and inspiration. Some of the things that I'm about to show you actually came to me last night. You know, I did this presentation up to 3:30 this morning. Some of y'all are already asleep.
Can we give him a big hand?
And these success tips is very simple. I don't care what age you are, what race or nationality you are, which country you come from. It's a universal law. It's a universal tip. So anybody can apply it. But the only thing is that some of the things that I share with you here may not be consistent with your belief all this while. Because one look at all of y'all, I noticed there are maybe 50% of y'all are very much older than me. So you have, through your years, accumulated a lot of your own beliefs, your sets of beliefs. But what I'm going to share here, some may be very contradicting, but it has brought me tremendous amount of success. I just want to share with y'all. And every time when I share this, I always give a choice to people. Now, let's say y'all come today. In front of you, there is a building. And the building is about 35 stories high. And you want to go up to the highest floor, which is the 35th floor. Now, right in front of you, on your left-hand side, is the staircase. And on your right-hand side is the elevator. My question to you is, which one will you take if you want to go to the 35th story of the building? Anybody wants to take the staircase? Can I see a show of hands? You want to take the staircase? How about the... Okay, I want to take the staircase, okay? Now, but, okay, let's say, okay, maybe I've not gone deeper enough. Let's say you need to reach the 35th floor very urgently and you cannot afford to sweat by walking the staircase. Maybe you have an interview to attend and you really need to make it there in 1 minute. Which choice will you take? I think this one is very much more obvious. I have to do it in such a way that you have no choice. You have to say that. because there are some places like I taught in Thailand, I taught in Manila, I taught even in Germany, in Paris. Every time I ask them, they will all say take the lift because all of them are also fat. Okay. So I'm very sure majority wants to take the lift. Why? One press of the button, even if you feel sleepy and then you doze off inside the lift, the moment the 35th floor reaches, what happens? The door open, right? You are there, right? Is it hard work to get up there?
No.
Do you need knowledge to be up there?
No.
Does a race, nationality matters to be up there?
No.
No, right? So always I want to share with them this. Actually, success in life is very, very easy. That's why I wanted you all to shout just now like that. Because it's all your birthright. The fact that you are born into this world, you already have that seed of greatness inside you. But because through your years of brainwashing, people telling you cannot lah, Gary can lah, you cannot one lah, you know. all this brainwashing. That's why your set of belief is limiting you, is pulling you down. But I want to tell you, if you choose to, you can. But then again, there are a lot of people who choose to use the staircase. It's okay. It's okay. There is no hard and fast rule. There is no right or wrong. It's okay. You can choose the staircase. But I'm going to share with you how to take the lift. Are you interested to know?
Yes.
Yes? And how like Jeffrey always said, that the guy always smiling one, you know. Always laughing one, no. Laugh, 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 suddenly 6A already. Laugh, 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 6A2 already. And then laugh, 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 by September 6A22 already. Oh, y'all didn't catch it, I'm just telling you my goal. September 6A22, I'll be there. Yeah. Okay. Now,
Ada dinner.
yeah. Every day is a dinner, don't worry. The first thing that you must do, I know I've been repeating this so many times until some people call me Chong Hei, but I still have to say this because a lot of people know about it, but unfortunately they are not doing it. The first thing you must do to take the lift to go all the way to success is you must set your goal. Very simple, right? Very basic, right? Some people behind there, I can see, same thing lah, Gary. I already hear this 110 times already. Why are you still repeating? My question to you, are you doing it? How many of you here, please be very, very honest with me. Raise your hands if you have. Do you have a really solid, crystal clear goal with a timeline? Please show hands. Okay? So, I would like to repeat again. A lot of people know, set your goal, very easy, ma. But a lot of people don't know. So, you imagine, the Euro Cup has just passed, right? How many of you all burned the midnight oil just to see the Euro Cup? Maybe some people won some bets here and there. Okay, so all the time I like to give this analogy of the football match. So, can you all imagine if you all are the spectators and then you all went to the final of the Euro Cup, then everyone is so excited, oh, then the players comes in, wow, maybe, who was the last team that played the final?
Spain and Italy.
Spain and Italy, okay, then you have Spain coming in, Italy, oh, everybody shouting their favorite team, oh. So Spain come in, Italy come in, the referees come in, the official, everything is nice, the grass is beautifully trimmed, everything, the weather is beautiful, perfect, oh, everybody is so excited, okay? But there's only one thing that's missing in this game, the goal post. Okay, so everything is there, but there's no goal post. Can I ask you all a question? How do you think the game will end? Do you think it will be an interesting game? I think you sit until the next morning, no ending one, you know. You know why? No goal post, everybody kicking left and right. The players after play a while so tired. Hey, coach, where you want me to kick the ball to, coach? Okay. Does it sound funny? Does it sound weird? Okay. What's your name? Pei. Okay. Pei, will you go and watch this game? Will you go and watch this game? Even if it's free, will you go and watch it? You don't, right? Can you see how ridiculous a game like this will be? But do you know everybody is playing their game of life without a goal post? So who to blame? When you see Gary 6A, 6A2, 6A22 making millions and then you are not there, why? You ask the person. So, hey brother, when are you gonna be a 6A? Coming lah. See lah, when I can get another Jeffrey Chong lah. Correct, no? I have to tee him up because I'm preparing him for 6A2. Can you see it? It's very basic, but nobody talks about this. Nobody has people, maybe because of the Asian culture, people are trained. You know what they are trained? Hey, don't wear your, don't...
Bigger head.
Yeah, the hat thing, yeah. Your head not so big, don't wear so big hat. Something like that. Okay? But it's not true. You need to know where you want to go. You need to be dead serious where you want to be. Is it worth it if you set a goal and make $1 million by end of this year? Is it worth it?
Yes.
So what's so difficult in setting your goal? So Sam, can you please set your goal today? I know Sam has a goal. I purposely want to ask him only. I know why. I know why he has a goal, because he just left his job to do Energic full time. Let's give him a big round. It's so important, but people actually do not pay full attention to this. A goal must be specific and have a deadline. I think just now through Sam's talk, he did mention a little bit, right? You must have a goal. How many of y'all have worked or still currently working for some multinational company? Can I see a show of hands? Multinational companies? Okay, I used to work for a company called Fuji Xerox. Anybody heard of this company before?
Yes.
The world's biggest copier manufacturing company. And every day we are bombarded by goals. From the lowest staff to the middle to the highest, every day we are talking about goals, sales, numbers. And that's why the company is so big. Can you imagine if one day I walk to the office and then I ask the manager, oh, okay, boss, so what's my role today? Oh, today, you do what you like. What's going to happen to the company? It won't last long, right? Do you know you are running a multinational company of your own? In my case, I have my multinational branches in 7 countries now. I don't know how many you have. But what I'm trying to say is, please, work it like a multinational company. Have goals. You want to make $1 million? Is it worth making that $1 million? Hello?
Yes.
So is it worth having a goal? A crystallized goal? And in Energic, it's so easy. Why? There's all the goals laid out for you. If you don't want to be so big, set for your first 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, 6A2, 6A22. Everything is there. But you make sure you set your goal. Because if you don't have a goal, you are just kidding yourself. You're just playing around. You're just treating this as an hobby. It's okay. Remember, I want to say this again. It's okay. You don't have a goal. It's okay. But just don't expect massive success. Alright? Okay. You can either say your position, or you can even say it by the amount of money you want to make. Okay, but you must set your goal. Now, setting goal is something quite normal to a lot of people. But the next one I want to share with you is something that a lot of people usually don't hear about. A lot of successful people do it, but they also don't even realize they're doing it. And I'm very privileged, because through my years of journey in this industry, and through graduating from the University of Life, my mentor those days, which is my very successful uncle, have taught me of this second and one of the most important point if you want to take the elevator to success. Do you all want to know?
Yes. Yes.
Okay? Can I have a more resounding yes?
Yes.
Okay. Because if I still don't hear, then I'll start hearing some snoring sound coming out. Okay. The second point, which a lot of people don't talk about, but if you notice in a lot of very successful people, this is done every day. Inform about your goal all the time. Unfortunately, the Asian culture is very, what they call, conservative. So they said, don't tell first lah. After cannot achieve, paiseh lah. Malu. Correct or not? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay? Don't tell lah. After, if I didn't become a 6A, how? Where must I go? Thailand or Bangkok? Okay? But if you turn the thing around, I ask you a question. 1 month before you go to, let's say you plan to take a holiday in Paris for 20 days. 1 month before that, do you tell people you are going to Paris?
Yeah.
You tell who? You tell virtually everybody, right? If you have a mailman, you tell the mailman, newspaper man, jaga kereta man, wash car man, your relatives, everybody, even maybe your dog, so sayang, you can't take the dog, you say, doggy, I'm going to Paris already. Please don't miss me, You tell everybody, right? Do you go and think that, hey, I think after I tell everybody that I cannot go tak jadi, then malu lah. I think I better go and then come back only I tell people. has anybody gone for holiday, never tell a single soul until they come back? Then I will tell you what happened. You open newspaper, the Star, missing person. Why? Because never informed. Correct or not? Life is like that. It's so natural, but people don't talk about it. And why is it so important to inform about your goals? My very simple question is, I want to ask you all this question. How many of y'all would like to have a Sam Seah, Jeffrey Chong, Gary Gan in your network? If y'all don't put your hands up, then if got chance also, I don't join you. Everybody wants, right? Okay, everybody wants, right? But the next question I ask you is, how do you know they are the next Sam Seah, Jeffrey Chong, and Gary Gan? There's no here, right? There's no label written here, right? But I can tell you this. People like Sam Seah, people like Jeffrey Chong, and even people like myself will only join somebody if we know where the bus is going. How many of y'all have set a bus before? All these either very embarrassed to lift up hand or very tired maybe after the lunch. I'm sure most of you have set a bus or train before, right? Public transport. Now, all of us know when you want to get up a bus, what is the first thing you do before you get up that bus?
Find out where it's going.
Find out where it's going, right? You will look at the sign. What if the bus very nice, super 5-6-star bus come, and then the direction of the bus are empty one. You dare to jump up or not? Anybody wants to jump up that bus? If you do, congratulations, you are on the way to Timbuktu. Correct or not? You will never follow. So that is the reason why now I want you all to do some self-reflection. Why some people, after so many years, some even more than 10 years, why they do any network marketing, they fail to attract leaders. They fail to attract the top people. They fail to attract the powerful people. Why? Because when the powerful people ask them, so you talk so much about this business, what do you see in this business? No lah, I think maybe I will be there lah. Maybe if my luck and my chance is good, I may reach there by next 10 years lah. I ask you a question. If you are trying to prospect a big person, do you think he will join you? No. Think again. That's why I say it's so important. Do you know why? One of the reasons I love to share the marketing plan. You know our Energic marketing plan is so easy to share. I love to show it. Sometimes I got about 5 to 10 people in front of me. I don't only show one time for one person. I show to one time, I show another time, I show another time. You know why I like to show the marketing plan? Because that's the best time I can tell them of my goals. Those of y'all who are in my group or who knows how I started my business, like Jeffrey, you know very well, every time, Jeffrey, you remember, when I show the marketing plan in our office, when I reach the 6A, what do I say? 6A, this is where I'm going to be in June 2011. You remember? I always say that. I don't care if people's, Daniel DiMarcali don't say it in his plan, it doesn't matter. I do it. You know why? Do you think I care whether the person is going to remember and then keep track? Oh, Gary said he's going to be a 6A or in June. I better keep track. Then when 6 June come, I call him. See whether he... You think people is going to be so tahan to do that? Okay, and do you think they care? And do you think they are so particular whether it's a 6A, a 10A, a 100A? They probably after you tell them, they also forgot about it, right? But you know what is the most important? Who are you telling it to? Yourself. And that's what I've been doing every day. I remember when I started, I'm a bit more obsessive. I'm a bit more obsessed. Every day I do about 5 to 10 presentations when I started. Until my wife thinks that I already married to Energic. And every time I show the plan, I'm so enthusiastic. I said, this business is so easy. By June, I'm becoming a 6A, 100 unit, no problem. I talk like this one, you ask Jeffrey. Every day I talk like this. Some people think, want to get 10 units also difficult. I say, hey, 100 units, so easy. This business is so easy one. By June, I'll be a 6A. I didn't become a 6A in June. I became a 6A in August. Okay, no?
Yes.
Okay. See what I'm trying to tell you? What does Muhammad Ali, when he was going up in his boxing career, he was a very thin fellow. What does he talk? Who is the greatest? Muhammad Ali. I am the Greatest. Became the greatest. Think about what you have been talking. When you show the marketing plan, are you only showing the plan just to show a plan and, quickly leave my house, I want to sleep already? Or are you showing the plan to activate the lift to bring you to success? People want to know where you are going. You show them the clear picture, they will follow you. Not just Sam, Gary, or Jeffrey. Even Daniel Dimacali will follow you. Am I right?
Yes.
Who don't want to follow somebody that's going towards success? But they must know. In order for them to know, you must tell. And that's the best part of this business. You tell when you show the plan. I'm giving you a tips now. The next time you show the plan, put yourself in the picture. Better still, you put the person. Now, you join with me. Then I become a 6A in June. You become in August. That person becomes more fired up. The plan becomes alive. The plan becomes more powerful. Am I right?
Yes.
Excellent. Try it. I've been doing this. As I told you, it's very normal to me because I've been doing this ever since I know how to talk. Okay? Alright? Jeffrey's favorite place.
No, your shareholder.
One of the shareholder.
One of the shareholder.
Thank you.
All these pictures is a dream before it's a reality, right?
Yes.
Genting. When Uncle Lim trying to get funds to build Genting Highland, people all laugh at him. Crazy guy. At that age, someone want to build a Highland resort. And the best joke is he say he can get the license for casino. What? This is a Malaysia. This is a Muslim country. Get a license? Come on, you must be joking. Is Genting Highland a casino today?
Yes.
Who is the crazy guy now? Okay. So if somebody tells you, hey, Sam, you must be crazy, your machine, 12,000. Who will ever buy that machine? There's another machine for 2,500. Yes, Sam?
I got 3 or 4 guys who say that to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I've got thousands, I think. I got so many. Some even verbate me on the internet. I want to let you all know, I'm not a Superman. I'm just like you. If you think you have got rejection, I got 100 times more than you because I became a 6A in 4 months. So that means I see more people and kena knocked down even more. But who cares? Just like Uncle Lim, I know this is going to be real for me. I'm going to earn a multinational company all over the world. Who cares? You want to laugh, you laugh now lah. But one thing is for sure, I'm going to get the last laugh. Same with Twin Towers. Nobody ever believe it. It's real. Okay? Same with the Penang Bridge. Now I want to share with you this. It's very important. I talked a lot about goals and vision, and I talked a lot about informing it. A lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people like to believe what they see. You can believe what you see, but the time when you already can see it, even the Tom, Dick, or Harry can see it already. Am I right? Or even a blind guy can see it already. But as I was sharing, who was I sharing with? I think I was sharing with some people over lunch. Who was those I shared with over lunch? I told you all, in order to be a visionary, in order to be somebody that is really extraordinarily successful, you need to see it not with your eyes, but with your heart. If you see it with your eyes, there is nothing to be seen. So you might as well call it a day because there's nothing. But when you see it with your heart, you believe it, and you know how you make that picture become more real every day? Do you know how? What's the best way to make that vision of yours become more real every day? Anybody has an answer for that? Give David a big round of applause. The best, easiest, cheapest, most economic way to make the picture becomes real very soon is to keep talking about it every day. Now you know why there are people who talks about politics every day. Every day they are so frustrated. You all know that? Am I right? Yes. And when that's the best part, when we talk about multi-million, make your millions and all that, they are not interested. The moment talk about politics, the eyes all full of fire one, day and night can talk non-stop. And then they talk as if the politician personally stabbed them, So much passion. But you see what happened? Every day his life, very sad story. After that, walk out, car kena langgar. Then he thought, oh, bad luck. Actually, it's not true, you know. Whatever you say, be careful. Afterwards, I got saying for that. Same with Penang Bridge. The late Tun Dr. Lim Chong Yu. Until people say, no way lah, Penang will have a Penang Bridge lah. They will even jump down the sea. How many of you are from Penang? Am I right? Am I right? This thing does happen before Penang Bridge was built. A lot of people ridiculed him. They say they will even jump down the sea if the Penang Bridge is there. Today, is there a Penang Bridge?
Yes.
See? And everything is possible. Okay? But you must believe it. You must keep talking about it. When you talk about it, you harness the entire force of the universe. And this is what I'm talking about. When you have a vision, when you talk about it so passionately, you are invoking the power of the mind. This is actually my specialty. A lot of people thought that my specialty is in network marketing, in direct selling, but actually my specialty is in this. I've always believed that we are part of the universe. And when you are part of the universe, how many of y'all do but share that same belief with me? Can I see a show of hands? Okay? And when you are part of the universe, nothing is impossible. The only question is, do you believe? And do you want it? That's all. When you invoke the power of the mind, everything is possible. I still remember when last year Hong Kong Energy Office threw a challenge. You sell 30 units within your 8 points, get a free trip to Paris, and get recognized there. When I saw that thing, first thing I said, all right, man, this is my first time to go to Paris for recognition. People think I'm crazy, you know. Some people I talk to, Gary, you must tell Energic lah. No way, how do 30 units? Crazy, man. No way, one lah. How? Don't talk 30 units. 10 units also difficult lah. I think like as if want to climb Mount Everest, you know. Okay? But I told myself, 30 units lah. Even they say 100 also, okay, 100 lah. So when I say it can be done, I go and talk about it. Every day I tell people, I said, you know what? Next month I'm going to be so busy. Why? Because I'll be going to Paris. And you know when I started saying all this, you know what was my 8-point sale? 2 units. So when you have 2 units, you want to talk about 30 units, if you use your head to think, you'll be feeling, hey, can or not? After if don't, how? After if don't, then maybe I might have to buy my own ticket to go Paris myself. Okay. But I just continue. To me, how doesn't matter. Why is the most important. Do you know when you will get another Sam Seah, Gary Gan, or Jeffrey Chong? Do you know when? You don't know what? Do you know where are these people going to come from? I also don't know. But I know as long as I press the button, just like, do you know how the lights all come out? Somebody can off the lights or not? Don't mind? Can you just off the lights? One press of the button, the light is off. Don't mind, one more time, press. Do you know how the lights come? Who is the electrical specialist here? Most of y'all don't know, right? Does it matter? Doesn't matter, right? You want the light, just press the button. Why be a smart aleck? Am I right? And therefore, be careful of what you say. Because what you say continuously will become true and real in the future. Trust me, if you don't believe, do it today. Try and see. Tell you, who here is still not a 6A? Please show me a show of hands. Not a 6A. You don't believe me?
Not yet the 6A.
Not yet a 6A? You try. From today onwards, for the next 30 days, every day try one time. Just say, tell somebody you'll be a 6A. Put a date there.
I'll be a 6A,
You see the magic happen. You don't believe. Okay? Same, same. The good things is the same. Remember, the not so good is also the same. If you don't want something, if something at this point of time is bugging you, maybe a family problem, a relationship problem, financial problem, political problem, business problem, stop saying it already. Because if you continue to say it, it will be there forever and it will become even more. Not only that, talk about the things you want and forget about the things you don't want. You know why? Because after a few hours from now, today is history. It's gone. Tomorrow is yet to happen, right? So if tomorrow is yet to happen, you can still create a better tomorrow. But if you still continue to talk the things that you don't want, tomorrow will still be the same. Yes, it may be real now, but if you do not talk about it, it will not be real in the future. In Energic, there are problems like people throwing price. You think I don't face things like this? I just don't talk about it. Why? Because I'm so busy talking about me becoming a 6822. I'm so busy talking about my next country that I want to open. I'm so busy talking about which leader that I want to make to become a 682. Do you think I got time to talk about who is throwing price here? Who is trying to poach somebody else? I can also turn around and talk those things, right? Very nice to talk, Noel? Very nice to talk, Wow, like gossip, lah. But do you think it's going to solve anything? Will the matters become worse? It will. Okay? So, make sure you know what you are saying every day. From now on, try to monitor what you are saying. Every time you want to say something negative, hold it back. Oh, maybe all this while you like to talk about all the bad news, like girl got raped lah. You know, nowadays in the newspaper, in Facebook, every day got all these things. And it's very tempting, you know, because every day, my Facebook, I see also, I told my wife, hey, don't look at it lah, after you don't dare to go out already. It's real. I'm trying to tell you, it's real. It's normal to talk. Everybody talks about it. But my question to you is, do you want it? Answer me, seriously, do you all want it?
No.
No. So my best answer to you is stop talking about it anymore. What do you want to talk? Talk about the good things. Talk about the things you want. And create the things you want. Okay? Remember. So, some people ask, then Gary, what do you talk about? I tell you what I talk about. My very interesting topic.
682.
See? This is what I talk about every day. Jeffrey, you saw yourself there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay? This is us in Okinawa, celebrating Mr. Oshiro's 72nd birthday or something. This is me and my family in Shanghai. That's us in Okinawa, Osaka, with Bob Gridelli in Paris, with my family in London. So I talk about all this every day. And I tell, you know why? Not only I talk about this, I make sure I put my people also inside there. When I tell them, I said, look, not just the company give you health, but do you want a lifestyle? What is the point if you are very healthy but you got no time for your family? Every day you make money only but got no time, no freedom, no lifestyle. I show them this. And you know what? Even the Tan Sri and the Puan Sri wants to join me. Why? They got money. Sometimes they don't have health. They don't have lifestyle. And I'm showing them my story. And if a 36 years old guy can achieve all this with no any particular specialty, what's wrong if all of y'all can do it? I'm sure some of you have many more years of experience than me. See? But all this is not real when I joined Energic in April. You ask Jeffrey. Don't even talk about Paris. Maybe go to Port Klang also have nothing, you know. Because it's nothing. But I see it, I believe it, and I talked about it every day. So it becomes real today. I'm so happy. And I'm very happy I get the chance to share this with you. It's a secret, you know. Because how many of y'all attended a seminar where people talk things like this? They always tell you what to do, right? But they don't tell you the secret behind it. See, this kind of thing, anybody can do it. Even a non-educated person can do it. You don't need to be a PhD guy. Just talk about the things you want. That's why there's a saying, your mouth is very important. The words that comes out from your mouth is very important. Because the words can help you, the words also can kill you. Use it properly. You know? So this is what I've been sharing. Okay? Top performing group in the Philippines is my group. The guy over there, John Christopher, he's my first guy that, yes, Sam?
Can we give him a big hand?
So a lot of y'all want to attract leaders, right? You don't know where to find. You say, oh, Gary is lucky lah, because Gary is good in talking and then Gary can find all the strong leaders. Let me tell you this, you know when I found John Lim in Philippines? I found him when I'm a 6A. I didn't find him when like I'm a 2A or 3A. And I found him only after 8 months later. So what I'm trying to say is, ironically to what you have been taught and believed from day one you started your life, the result, you do not go to the result comes to you. How many of y'all have gone fishing before? How many of y'all like fishing? Only one. Always is our Uncle Peter raising hands. I think maybe you must put a stake. If those of y'all who likes fishing, first and foremost, what do you need to go fishing? You need a rod, you need a bait. You put the rod and the bait together. What do? You cast the bait into the water, to the sea or the river, right? And what do? Wait. You wait for the fish. Do anybody goes fishing this way? Hey, where's the fish? The fish is there. Okay, put the bait. Do you all know that you are working in Egypt that way? You are trying to look for the fish and then put the bait. You think that you are going towards the goal. You are always looking out for the leader. Where is the leader? Where is the Sam? Where is the Gary? And you can't find them. You know why? Because you are attracting the wrong person. You want this thing, but every day when you talk, you say you can't do it. Why? Gary only can do it. Remember, attraction. Law of attraction. If you don't know, please go out and buy a book called The Secret. It's a very good book. You believe, don't believe, never mind. Do it, make your millions, that's all. Correct?
Yeah.
Why want to be a smart aleck to know, oh, why? Just go and do it, make your millions, that's it. Everybody's happy. Okay? So, when I went to Philippines in early this year in January, I brought John. And John went with me to the office. He said, Gary, the Energy office, how long has it been around? I said, since 2010. 2 years already. Why so empty one? Staff only got 3 people working only. Hey, this company can last. Then I show him everything. Do you know today, Philippines, every day, every month, no stock because of my group? Do you know the staff from 3 to 4 staff now, they have at least 15 staff there?
Wow.
Okay. I told John the story of the two shoe salesmen. And I told him, good news, John, because there's nobody. You are going to be the king. You are going to be the leader. Okay? And now you know, same like me, John made 6A in 3 months, faster than me. I made 4 months in 3 months. And not only that, John has opened up 4 different countries. Canada, America, Middle East, and China. And I'm trying to tell you all this is because he's nothing special, I'm nothing special. It so happened, I set my goal, and I keep informing about it. How is all these results going to come? How am I going to be a 6A2, a 6A22, make $1 million in Egypt? I don't need to know, and I don't want to know. But I know I will make it. That's more important, right? Why you want to know so much and then at the end of the day you don't make anything? Correct? Okay? Now if you think this is a fluke shot, let me show you the next picture. This Jeffrey is very happy. The biggest group in Thailand now is in our group.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So that's none other than Junkit. Okay? Of course, this is not my direct line, but I'm so thankful because he's also in my group. Now, it could easily land up to another person's group, right? So many people also approach Junkit. Okay? But why must he be in my group? John can easily join any other people. Why must he join my group? Remember, once you put the bait out, it attracts. So you put the right bait, it attracts the right fish. You put the wrong bait, sorry lah, it attracts the shark to you lah. Remember this, okay? Today is not just about Energic, but today is about life also. Think about it seriously, okay? The biggest group. And you know what? I'm very happy to say, very soon, in fact, my very good upline over there, Andrew, he told me, very soon, the top performing group in the world is going to be our group. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. Do you know even Daniel DiMacali, Romy Vadera, Eli Dalfish, and JV Pacifico talks about our group all the way in US? They said, you all Americans better wake up. There's a big wave from Asia coming after us. Very big. Let's give yourself a big round of applause. Do you think it's an impossible thing?
No.
It's not impossible. You know why? Because you think America is big? Let me tell you, when we get China, what is America? It's just a small thing. Do you all agree with me? Yes. And we are already seeing it in the global 8 points. We don't even see the American flag there anymore. Okay? You all should be very, very, very you should be very feel fortunate that you are here. You are with the group that is going to change the world of energy. All right? Can anyone see this? Okay. Actually, this I would like to be frank with you. So I'll tell you. Actually, this is a certificate for my 6A2. Yesterday at about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was still trying to find my 6A certificate taking with Mr. Oshiro, but I could not find it. So I just said, never mind, I'll just put this. My wife said, hey, you are cheating, you put 6A2 and then you put 6A. I said, don't worry, I'll explain to them. Okay? Now, the irony of it is, I don't know how I'm going to be a 6A. Seriously, you know, at that point of time, I remember the first time I only have Jeffrey because I heard of it on Saturday. I brought Jeffrey on Sunday. And I don't know how I'm going to make that 100 unit, you know. How many of y'all here do have already a plan how to make the 100 unit? How many of y'all here has? A lot of y'all don't, right? You don't even know who. Crazy, how to sell 100 machines. Don't even talk about direct, but how to get my people to sell 100 machines. You'll be very surprised, right? But I'm going to tell you this. Again, the how is not important. If you think of the how, two things will happen. One, either you cannot sleep at night. Two, your hair will start to grow white or grow bald. How is not important. Why, and make sure you know that you will be is important. So again, I told you my story is very simple. Every time I show the plan, I just said, I'm going to be a 6A by June. I'm going to be a 6A by June. I'm going to be a 6A by June. And I become. So how did I become? I suddenly start attracting, wow, this person buy 10, 20 unit, that person buy 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 100 unit. Wow, like easy, take a lift up to the 35th floor. So do y'all want that? So can y'all do this? Is it easy enough? So just do it, okay? And this is my own theory, okay? I always like to say that it's a story of a horses pulling a sports car. Now, many years ago, in one of those American Indian states, there is one Indian, not the Indian, the Apache Indian. Okay, so one Indian so happened inherited a big amount of money because his land happens to have oil. So he sold his land, wow, filthy rich. So he asked his neighbor, he said, what is the best car in the world? The guy said, hey, you must go and buy the Ferrari. It's the best car in the world, the Ferrari. He said, oh yeah, okay, let's see the Ferrari. So he walked into the Ferrari dealership. The guy asked him, what do you see? Hey, somehow you're wearing the Apache thing, you know. And then with all the Apaches, hey, excuse me, sir, what you are doing here? He said, I want to buy a Ferrari. He said, hey. Anyway, he said, how much is the car? Oh, the car is only 1.5 million US dollars. Oh, okay, here is it, cash. Oh. So obviously the guy has to sell, right? So he sold the car to the Apache. So he got the Ferrari. Then you know what happened? Then about a week ago, the guy, the Apache called up the salesman, you know. He said, you are a real con man. I'm going to give you back the Ferrari. He said, why? What happened to your Ferrari car? He said, you promised me that this Ferrari can go 300 kilometers per hour, but now I'm only doing 60. And you called me. They said, hey, are you sure? Maybe I should see how you are driving the car. You know what the salesman saw? The Apache, because of where he comes from, horse is the normal riding transportation. So he got about all these horses, I think about 10 of them, to pull the Ferrari. Hey, is it a funny joke?
Yes.
Hey, can laugh a bit. Ayo! Oh. So, the Apache actually got 10 or 20 horses to pull the Ferrari, and he's complaining to the salesman, the Ferrari is only going at 60 kilometers an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Ferrari, you have more than 300 horses. And because of he doesn't know the knowledge, he is getting 10, 20 horses to pull the Ferrari. So, again, I want to tell you all this. You want to do Enagic the hard way, by all means, go and do it the hard way. Go and try to find another Jeffrey Chong. Sorry, he's already in my group. Okay? Now, you want to do it the easiest way to get 300 horse to pull your Ferrari, you do it this way. Why? It's working for me. I'm just sharing it with you. And it has also worked for a lot of people. Okay? I've always said also, this is another of my inspiration, thanks to God, that the internet is a manifestation of the power of the mind. Now, all of y'all have internet today, right? How many of y'all still don't have an internet? Please show your hands. Sam will give you a bottle of enhancer. So all of y'all have internet and computer, right? Okay, good. How many of y'all will buy my latest computer, my latest most fancy laptop, even more slimmer than this fella here, very much slimmer, it's so light, one hand I can carry, for only 150 ringgit. The only thing is that it doesn't have an internet connection. How many of y'all will want to buy this computer? No, right? Do you know what I'm trying to tell you? Now, if you are going to do it the hard way, if you are not going to use the easy way, you are just going to be like a computer that is not connected to the internet. So when the computer is not connected to the internet, it's very limited. But when it's plugged onto the internet, you know, through Facebook, I even found all my old friends, you know. And one of my old friends, more than 20 years friend, just recently bought my Kangen machine. Can you imagine that? So please, do it the easy way. It's okay if you want to do it the hard way, no problem. This is my favorite topic. Number 3, focus and commitment. Why I say this is my favorite topic? Because, you see this maze? Have you all come across a lot of people who are always lost in the world of network marketing, MLM?
Yep.
They said, I know the boss of the CEO of that company. Jeffrey laughing already. You want to sponsor him to Enagic? I already know Oshiro. I slept with him before. You know? Sleep lah. Brothers. Hey, what lah, Louis? Talk about sleep only the eyes suddenly sparkle up. Brother lah, brother. Okay? Now, unfortunately, in Malaysia, actually it's not just in Malaysia, but all over, network marketing, MLM, and direct selling, so many. Opportunity is there every day. Every day something new. I don't care, it's a juice lah, coffee lah, internet lah. Some people laughing already. You know who I'm talking about? Coffee lah, internet lah, juice lah, China product lah, the big A lah, the big C lah, the big N lah. Okay, cosmetic. Every day there's something new. Every day there's something easier. Every day somebody will say, "Ayo, Sam, your one, how much? 12,000, you know. My one, only few dollars." And then it's something everybody drink every day one. But they don't know where got everybody drink that thing. Kitty lah, cannot go to toilet afterwards. Just making a bit of a joke in case people are sleeping. So what I'm trying to say is every day there's something more attractive. Don't be a jack of all trades, but master of none. Because if you are, then you will not go anywhere. And I've already said this. Now, maybe some of y'all have not gone through what I've gone through. As I told you, I've been born in this family. I've seen so many things. Some of y'all may have this perception that says, okay, mine is a different product. Let's say mine is a household product. Okay, yours is a water. Hey, we can do you can promote the same You can do it at the same time. Because why? Yours is water. That is a household product. Let me tell you this. There is no such thing as the same thing or the different thing. We are all in the same industry called network marketing. It's the same. Never ever be disillusioned by they say is no conflict, because there is a conflict. How can you show 2 marketing plan after you do the demo? You do the acid test, then you say, oh, anyway, after this, I'm going to show you another product. This one more expensive, this cheaper. You choose. Now I show you this plan. If this plan you think is not okay, I'll show you this plan. Has anybody done that and make it to the top? If yes, I want to know who you are. I want to put you in the museum. No way, please. You want something bad enough? You know how big is Energic? You know Energic has all the potential. Just Energic, go all the way and make it to the top. The rest, you want to consume, up to you. But don't have to promote it. Some people say you promote a bit lah. Some people just can't let go, you know. Gary, you try a bit lah. A bit lah, you know. I told them very honestly, I said a bit also cannot. You want as an old-time friend, I buy your thing. That's it. Story ends there, that's it. But as far as I'm concerned, every single living minute, I will talk about Energic. Not even 1 second, I will talk about other things. And that's how obsessed I am. Am I successful today?
Yes. Yes.
Am I on the right direction?
Yes.
Do you want my success?
Yes.
Do you think you should follow what I do?
Of course.
That's it. Why? Jealous, David? Just joking.
Psycho lah.
Oh no.
Treat it like a real business, and you cannot afford to fail. Now, one thing I noticed to a lot of people is, you see, most of them has besides the MLM or the network marketing, they have their day job. Do you all know that a lot of people treat their day job more important than their own business? Do you all know that?
Yes.
You know, if you have that guy has a day job and the boss say, sorry, your leave is not approved. Even if it's the mother's birthday, they can't go for it. Do you know that? Why? The leave not approved. And that's how serious it is. Even the tsunami already going to come, they still have to drive to work. Oh, cannot, the tsunami here is cannot because the boss will sack me, you know. Some people take their work so seriously, right? Then they come to a place called Energic. Oh, Sam Sia's house, Sepute, where is it? Ayo, very far lah. I'm living near Mid Valley. Sepute, very far lah. Oh, you cannot go. Why? I'm very busy, like what Uncle Peter said. Every day say busy, but you know busy about what? Because got Walai toy. Every evening got Walai toy. Very busy. Walai toy, is, for your information, is Cantonese cereal show. A little bit of dark clouds. The rain even haven't started. Oh, cannot come. I think it's going to be a thunderstorm. Thank you. Treat it like a real business. And please, let me tell you this. Sam, don't mind. I just pull it all the way. Okay? Now, why I want to tell you about this is because a lot of people, I notice, especially if you have not been in this industry for a long time, a lot of people only go to the meeting when their people go. Am I right? It's not true. If you only go to the meeting when your people go, if your people don't go, you don't go, then you are not fit to be up here. Do you ever see me going to a meeting only when my people go? Then my people don't go, I say, hey Jeffrey, sorry lah. The whole next month I won't go, my people won't go. You are going to the meeting for yourself. Remember that, not for your people. Your people should come. You need to bring them to come. You need to find all the ways to bring them there. But even if they don't come, who must be there? You must be there. The meeting is where you get the energy. The meeting is where you share the new idea. The meeting is where things will start to happen. 1 day no people, 2 days no people, 3rd day may have people, 4th day will have lots of people. Please have that attitude and do it like you cannot afford to fail. Unfortunately, I can see a lot of people here coming to Mid Valley, BMW, Mercedes. So, okay lah. Energic can make lah, cannot make. I still got some good FD, you know. Slowly, Chinese say, mama meet lah. I plug a bit lah, you know. Yeah, it's okay. Frankly speaking, no hard feelings. It's okay. But you want to make $1 million, you treat it like you cannot fail. If you have put $1 million into Energic, if a bit of rain come, would you still go to the meeting? If you have put $1 million?
Yes.
You will.
Even if it rains.
Yes. Even if the tsunami come, you will still drive my $1 million is there. Trust me. It is how you see it. And I treat it as that. Yes, I'm very fortunate. Before Energic, I made my millions. I'm very happy. I'm very blessed, thank God. But when I came to Energic, it doesn't matter. This is very important. I cannot afford to lose. And that's why I go all the way. You think I still need to go to Philippines? I don't have to. John can speak better than me now, but I still want to be there. Why? It's my business. It's my passion. I make sure I'll be there. You must treat it like that. If not, how to be successful? Okay? Learn. Learn the demo. Learn the marketing plan. Closing sale. Because of due to time shortage, I won't explain too much about it. I'm sure most of you all know most of this. Invite people. Okay, I want to elaborate on a few things here. All this I think you know lah, how to do the demo, the marketing plan, the closing of sale, the duplication. The invite people for events is a very crucial aspect in our business. Now, different businesses has different things to do, you know, things that you must do. And in network marketing, direct selling, and MLM, for example, in Magic, one of the key reasons why some people are extremely successful is because of the events. You must invite people to the events. If you are only always attending the event alone, you can do it, but you won't go far. Your people needs to be plugged onto the system. Am I right?
Yes.
You need to. That's why let's give Sam and Cora and the whole team a big round of applause. Okay. For organizing this seminar. It is one of the most crucial things. Okay. If you are not here, then you won't be in Egypt for long. Okay. You need to. Not only you have to come, you have to bring your people to be here, especially people who are serious. Okay. You must learn leadership. Okay. Learn to handle objections like just now what you saw, how to be successful. Do you all know that success is a science? If you do this and this and this and this, you become successful. If you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't do this, you don't become successful. That's a science. Just like selling is a science, success is a science. Just learn it. And most important, do it. It's just in your fingertips. Alright? The surest way to reach the top is to follow the guy. You know, when I went to Philippines in January, the first prospect that I saw is my friend John. The second prospect that I saw is another guy. I don't want to mention his name. Some people know who he is. Okay? Today, John made 100, I think close to 200 sales. John is a 6A coming to 6A2, having business in 4 or 5 different countries. And this guy, you know how many units he sold? 0. Why? He thinks that his way is the best way. He thinks that he's the best. And therefore, I told him, if that's the case, all the best. All the best. And today he got 0. That's it. It's okay. You want to reinvent the wheel. You want to reinvent the wheel, you do it. Who are all these people? Wow. Romy Vadera. He is one of my mentors in Egypt. JV Pacifico, Daniel Dimacali, Cynthia Bruganti, and most important, the Asian team. Let's give these people a big round of applause. Okay, we are where we are today because we have done the right thing. We are where we are today because we followed a certain system. It's not so difficult. But most important, a lot of people need to do one thing. They need to put their ego aside. I don't care if you are chairman of a multinational company. I don't care if you have years of MLM experience. But when you come to Enagic, you play the Enagic rule. That's all. You want to be successful, it's simple. Just follow the system. Just follow the rules. Follow what we are doing. Okay? You don't need to reinvent the wheel. The Ferrari is already built for you. Just drive it. Huh? Jeff, we still have a group of people, they say, hey, I tell you what, I got a connection to China. We can make the same machine, only 30% of the price. And I tell you, if you have this network, we can market it to all this network and we will make tons of money. And I think today that guy is still going nowhere. Still trying to figure out how the plates is going to go inside the machine. Sometimes, you know, don't be too smart. Okay, just follow. Just do it. You know? Invest in your business tools. Okay, you saw a lot of tools behind there. Name cards, This is the best joke I always like to tell people. Somebody told, oh, Energic is very good, multi-million-dollar business. Wow, you can make the water can cure cancer, can do this. Oh, everything is very good. Oh, everything. Wow, the guy so impressed already. Can I have your name card? And he brought Syarikat Pembinaan Atong. The name card. Not. It doesn't make sense, you know. You want to show a good image. You want to talk about Energic? Please give an Energic name card. How much does a name card cost today? 25? 35?
25 cents.
If you can't, if some people say, oh, you are doing part-time, 25, very expensive. Then, you are in the wrong business. Maybe you go do other business. Okay? Flyers, brochures, DVDs, books, okay? ORP meters, pH testers, tea bags, internet marketing. One guy that I admire a lot is none other than Lee. Lee, please show hands. Okay? At his age, I'm very admiring him is because number one, he is full of enthusiasm. Secondly, everywhere he goes, he has all these things there. Virtually, he carries his office on with him. Ali, give him a big round of applause. Yeah. He is the only guy that I know carries the SD501 in the airplane.
Oh.
And we have to connect it to our hotel bathroom. Oh, I respect that guy. Really good. Okay? Attend training and events, invest in your people. Please remember this. I don't care you are doing what product. As long as you are in the network marketing business, you are in what business?
People.
You are in a people business. When you are in a people business, people have feelings. People have these emotional things. Please invest in your people. If you think about it, okay? I mean, those of y'all who are with me in Hong Kong, I could have brought that money and go and buy an LV bag for my wife, right? But why I want to give the dinner? Because to me, that dinner means more than anything. Yes, LV bag is a nice bag. I bought one in Paris for my wife. But I feel more happy when I see all my people sharing that fruit of success with me. That's how I like it. Okay? Think about it that way. And it's your people that's most important. The more prepared you are, the more lucky you become. Some people like to have luck, right? Oh, Gary is lucky, Gary is lucky. Yeah, why? Because I'm more prepared than you. Okay?
Because we say you're lucky.
Oh, battery is it?
Use manual.
Or maybe you can press, it's just a few more slides.
Change the battery. Change.
Okay, just one last thing. I see Cora there looking at me, look at the watch, look at me, look at the watch. Okay, just one last thing. I don't know what you have heard me say just now, if you can capture, but one thing that I know that really make a big difference in my life today, especially also in Energic, is this one last thing I want to share with you all. And you do just this one thing. Of course, you need to do, a lot of things will come your way, but you just need to do this one thing. A lot of things will come. Your ride will be so much more smoother. Doors will seem to be opening to you like nobody's business. The ray will shine like you know, God talks to Abraham, you know. Okay? It will be very magical. Suddenly you go to the toilet, you meet a Daniel Dimakali and want to join your Energic. You want that?
Yes.
Okay? Now, it's just this one thing. This is my opinion. You must have this word. How many of y'all agree with me?
Yes.
I don't care if your upline is a monster, your downline is a Godzilla. Okay? I know in many cases there are. Why? Because we are in a network marketing business, we are dealing with people. I don't care who is your upline, your downline, your sideline, the people around you. I don't care. I don't care if the management, some of the staff maybe try to take more things from you. I don't care. But please, every day when you wake up with this word. Please press up. Wake up with this word. That's the first thing I do. The moment I open my eyes, I spend at least minimum 5 minutes doing this. Grateful, gratitude, thanking. Of course, I cannot talk too loud or not. My wife wake up and thinks that I'm talking in my sleep. But I have this inside me. And I'm so grateful. Today I want to tell you all, I'm so grateful you are all with me here. Okay, I'm also very grateful for Andrew. Of course, Sam, who Andrew sponsored Andrew. Okay, thanks Andrew. Just one DVD that has changed my life. And I like also to thank the people in my group, Jeff, for believing in me from day one. Okay, Louis, you all know who you are lah. Lee, Peter, Candy, Noel. If I didn't mention your name, sorry. Not that I don't mention, but I can't mention you all. I'm really very blessed. And you notice, right? Most of the time when I talk, I always say this, I'm very blessed. It's true, I'm very, very blessed. Everywhere I go, gold seems to be flowing, money seems to be flying to me, following me everywhere, the money. Everywhere I go, leaders all coming to me, wanting to join me, Market opening, just blossoming. I'm very, very truly blessed. Okay? So one thing you need to do today, do you notice that when you are grateful, if you really feel that gratefulness in your heart, at that very point of time, there is no anger inside you?
Yep.
There's no regret? There is no bitter feeling? There's no anger? Do you know that? And do you know that is the moment when you have that feeling, that if you are religious, you call it God, if not, we call it the universe, it starts to open everything to you. And as most of the time I talk, I like to say this because most of the time I talk for more than 4 hours, so today I have to put everything in 1.5. I always like to say this, I don't know if you can get it, you understand what I say, but I just want you to do one thing. You know what is the most famous slogan in Nike?
Just do it.
Oh, please. Okay, press some more, don't mind. Don't be a smart aleck, don't question me, okay? Don't even need to ask me how. I can just tell you, I made $1 million, I'm a 682, I'm going to be a 682 too, okay? I've done all this, so don't question me. It works. Okay, it works. Alright, and I'm going to end with my title. Oh, before I forget, yeah, please. Coming soon. Andrew has been bugging me that I need to do a lot of more PR and publicity stuff. So I'm going to come out with my new book very soon. And the title of my book is called Anything You Want in Life, Just Ask. We can't be always promoting the Mat Saleh's book, right? We need to promote some Malaysian books also. Let's give us I'm doing all this for you all, no? I'm doing all this for you, okay? I'm doing all this for you. Anything you want in life, just ask. It's so easy. What you want, just ask. Ask, and it shall be given. Knock, and it shall open. It's so easy. But people start to use their intellect. No lah. I think when you sell in energy business, you need to have PhD. You need to be a rocket scientist. Where got such thing one? Okay? And I'm going to end my talk today by my same title. If you can see what I see today, I have only one place I can see you. Is at the top. Thank you.